What's up, YouTube? This is NYG31 here. Last night, the Mets lose 3-0 against the Blue Jays. Despite that, the Mets have won 3 in a row. Is it 3 in a row or 4 in a row? It's 3 in a row. Sorry. They won 3 in a row, sweeping the Philadelphia Phillies, which I want for the whole time. After they came out that 2-4 road trip, losing 2 out of 3 against the Cubs and the Rockies, Mets came home with some vengeance. Even though they lost last night, the Mets for the season have, well, actually right now they won 14 out of the last 21 games. Actually, not 14 out of the last 21 games. I think the Mets won 21 out of the last 24 games. So the Mets is playing pretty good, man. The starting pitch is starting to come around. I mean, they're starting to get healthy. Myers, Jose Quintana. If the Mets could take 2 out of 3 against the Blue Jays, like they did at our last homestand when they took 2 out of 3 against the Rays, swept the Guardians, which was beautiful to see. I love how the Mets swept these guys. These guys think they have the confidence to beat the Mets, but they couldn't. Guardians, we're their kryptonite. They are our kryptonite. And that was good. That was good to see for that last homestand. Taking 2 out of 3 against the Rays and the Guardians. Despite going on a road trip, losing 2 out of 3 against the Cubs and the Rockies. And as you know, that the Rockies have owned the Mets this season. So, normally the Mets own the Rockies, but it's not so. And part of that is because our pitching staff wasn't healthy. Now our pitching staff is healthy now. Now we get into a groove. I remember like the first week or the first 2 weeks of May, our offense was really struggling. I think since that last homestand, we went to the Reds, and then we went to, what other team we lost two out of 3? Oh no, we split with the Washington Nationals. Since the National Series, the Mets offense has started picking up. And I think the Mets is 4th or 5th in the National League as far as batting average, which is very good to see. Because we was talking about training getting rid of Tommy Pham, getting rid of Escobar, but since his diminished role, Neil Escobar, no, not Neil Escobar, Eduardo Escobar have been playing quite well, man. He's batting for what, 268 batting average. That's really good. I love that. And Tommy Pham's starting to pick up recently since that Chicago series. So everything, actually since the Rockies series, Tommy Pham started picking it up. Despite Nimmo struggling a little bit, Pete Alonso started struggling a little bit after that road trip. So, if the Mets could take 2 out of 3 against the Blue Jays and sweep the Phillies like they did, and take 2 out of 3 against the Braves, and then take another 2 out of 3 against the Pirates, and go on that little home winning streak, that next homestand after that road trip, the Mets could take first place. I'm not saying they will take first place, but I'm saying if the scenarios was to take 2 out of 3 against the Braves on that road trip and take 2 out of 3 against the Pirates on that next road trip, come home facing the Yankees, probably split with the Yankees, and taking 2 out of 3 against the Cardinals, that means the Mets could catch up with the Braves. But for the Mets to do that, the Mets have to just win out, and the Braves have to lose out. If the Braves have 2 bad losing weeks, like losing a series and back-to-back series, the Mets could actually take over first place. I mean, we did the job as far as burying the Phillies. That's what we want. Because like I said in my last video, Phillies is preying on our injuries and definitely preying on our downfall. They prayed that Carrasco got injured, and they prayed that Carrasco struggled so many, and they laughed at it. It's pathetic. and they got their ass whooped for that. We taught them a lesson. You don't laugh at our injuries. You don't pray for our downfall. And now we put them in fourth place. And last night they lost to the Nationals. So they lose to the Braves. They got swept by us. They lose that first game of the series against the Nationals. This is perfect. This is perfect for the Phillies. This is why I want the Phillies to feel like losers. And their offense couldn't even crack a hit against us. Couldn't even crack a home run. Even when they tried, they strike out a lot. Thanks to Max Scherzer, thanks to Corey Seager, who was marvelous in our first game of the series against the Phillies. It was beautiful. And then Tyler McGill didn't pitch all that great, but he gave us innings. He gave us length. So our bullpen don't have to exasperate themselves trying to get outs. That's good. It's good to see. Like I said, Mets got to keep going. And until then, this is NYG31 signing out.